Hello everyone, welcome back to your favorite channel, Entry, the best place to crack any of the government exam. I, Deepmani Bharadwaj, welcomes you all again, and today's topic is going to be quadratic equation tricks and its tips. See, whenever we give bank exam, the part that becomes tough is quadratic equation, and today I'll tell you those tips via which you can solve any equation within few seconds. Yeah, you listened right. We are talking about the few seconds in which you can give the correct answer. So let's start. See, as you can see, there's a question given here. And when you'll try to solve this question, you'll find it very difficult because as soon as we see these questions, the only thing that clicks in our mind is we have to find the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. In this situation, first of all, you must see that what are the constant values. Here, the constant values are 8 and 10. And one more thing that you must see is their sign. If both signs are negative, no need to solve that as your answer is going to be cannot be determined. That is, we cannot find its value. Please remember that it's a very important part. The thing is that it is asked many times in the exam, and one time it was asked 4 questions in the single exam. So please remember this one. Let's take another example. If a question is there like x square minus 15x minus 60 equals 0, y square minus 24y minus 112 equals 0. So as soon as you see this question, don't directly start solving its sum and product. Why? Because sum and product of the roots, when you'll find, it will take time, and you know that it takes time to solve them. So what we have to do? First of all, let's check. Is there any constant term? Yeah, these are given. And what is the sign of them? Both are negative. That means we cannot determine it. So its answer is going to be cannot be determined. Let's move on to the next question. See, now you can see that question is quite changed. And how it is changed? Now the value is given in decimals. That is 0.8 y square plus 7.7 y minus 166 equals 0. As soon as you see decimal part, you think that it's complicated, right? And if we know that if our constant values are negative for both the parts, then what we'll do? We'll directly apply cannot be determined. It is going to be a very important trick in the exam because it is going to save a lot of time. Because when you will take a 45-second time or a minute's time to solve this, and later on you'll come to know that its value cannot be determined, it will waste your 1 minute. So please go through the constant value along with the sign. Now you can see that in this equation no constant term is shown with the sign, and since no sign is shown, that means you will consider it positive. But have a look. If I take this 98 before the equal, equation becomes what? It becomes x square plus 15x minus 98 equals 0. And similarly for this part, it will become y square plus 7y minus 104 equals 0. Can you see the difference? Yeah, you can again see that both the constant terms are negative here. So no need to solve them, and you can directly apply cannot be determined. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. See, now here you can see that it's x square minus 15x plus 18 equals 0, y square plus 88y plus 104 equals 0. Now there are no constant terms with the negative sign, as both the constant are of positive sign. Now as you are very well clear with the questions that when in exam these questions come, 5 options are given, in which one of the option will be x is greater than y, another would be y is less than x equals y greater than equal to, and one option will be none of these or cannot be determined. So for these type of question, first have a look. If both the constants are positive and any one of these signs are negative, as you can see here for the x we are having the negative sign. For this situation, please remember the sign which is with the x and the it is negative. That means the negative x would be greater than y. So here x is going to be greater than y. Please remember that this condition should be there, that both the constants must be positive and one of the sign must be negative. Fine. It's a very important part which is going to help you in the exam. And no matter it's in decimal, it's in the normal number, you must remember that first of all, as soon as question comes, we'll see what is the negative part. See, since they are not negative, we are going to search another part. And what is the another part? First of all, I'll check that both the constant terms are positive, and then I'll search if there is one of the term negative. Here what is negative? Here y is negative. That means what? This means that y is going to be greater than x. It is very important, please remember this, because this is going to give the selection in the exam, and it is already asked in the exam. As you can see, previous year question, many times student waste a lot of time, and we can easily understand by seeing its sign. Now we'll understand how to solve quadratic equation within seconds. See, those were the tricks where you can directly check the answer. Here I tell you how to solve the quadratic equations. So let's start with our first question. First question is 2x square plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. And since it was our first question, so I have mentioned this here. This is what? This means the sum is to be calculated using minus b upon a. What is b? See, these constant values are named as a, this as b, and this as c. Now what we'll do, for finding the sum of the roots, we have minus b upon a. Minus b is what? Minus, what is b? B is 5 here, and what is a? A is 2 here. For finding the product, we know that c is what? C is here minus 3, and what is a? A is 2 here. Since we have found what is the sum and what is the product, now the only thing you have to do is, whatsoever you have received the sum, what was sum here? We have received the sum as minus 5 by 2. So whatsoever sum is there, we'll do what? We'll just take its half. So what will the half of minus 5 by 2? The half of minus 5 by 2 will be minus 5 by 4. And now we are going to add this with x. We are going to have a product of the same number with the negative x, and we know that the product of the root is what? The product of the root is minus 3 by 2. So the product of these roots are what? Minus 3 by 2. And what we are solving? We are solving the value of x. Since we are solving the value of x, please remember, this is again the quadratic equation. Don't compare it with this. You will think that it has become again the same complex equation. No, it's not the complex equation, because as you can see, it is a plus b into a minus b, and we clearly know that a plus b into a minus b is what? It's a square minus b square. So what would be the value of minus 5 by 4 square? It would be 5 into 5 is 25, and 4 into 4 is 16. And what would the value of x? It would be now x square, because the product of the two things are a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. What is equal to? It is equal to minus 3 by 2. Now you can easily solve it. Now while easily solving it, we are going to get the value of x square. Now what would be the value of x square here? The x square is going to be 25 by 16. 25 by 16, and just a second, its value was x square equals 25 by 16, and if I'll say directly take its root, so what I'll do, I'll just sum it up, and its value is going to be 49 by 16. So the x value is going to be what? Taking the root of 49 by 16, and I clearly know that root 49 is what? It's 7, and root 16 is what? Root 16 is 4. That means its value has come what? Its value is plus minus 7 by 4. And I assure you, when you'll put this value, you'll get directly the answer. So what are the roots? See, we were given what we have already solved, minus 5 by 4 plus x into minus 5 by 4 minus x equals minus 3 by 2. And when we will put the value of x here, that is, first we will put the value of plus 7 by 4. So it will give what? It will directly give you 1 by 2, and when you will put the value it as negative, you are going to get minus 3. So these would be the roots of this number. See, since I have explained you, that's why it has taken the time, but from the next step onwards, from the next question onwards, you will see that it comes within the seconds, because when you try to solve it by taking out the factors, it takes a lot of time. So let's go on the next question. So what is the next question? The next question is 54x square minus 9x minus 18 equals 0. So can we take something common in it? Yeah, when you will take something common, what common we are going to take? You can see that there the factor is of 9, and when you will take the common 9, it would give what? It will give 9 into 6x square minus x minus 2 equals 0. 9 would go here, so it will become 0. So the equation will become 6x square minus x minus 2 equals 0. And I know what will be the sum of it. The sum of it is going to be 1 by 6. And since its sum is 1 by 6, what will be the product of it? And I already told that product of the root is c by a. What is c here? Here the c is minus 2, and what is a? Here a is 6. So its value is going to be minus 1 by 3. And I already told you, for taking the roots, what I do? I take its half. What is the half of 1 by 6? Its half is 1 by 12. I'll first add it with x and then subtract it with x, and I know what is the product of it. It is already shown here. Its product is minus 1 by 3. So while solving the value, I am going to get 1 upon 144 minus x square equals what? Equals 1 by 3. So x square is going to be what? It's going to be 49 by 144, and I clearly know that now the x value is what? It's plus minus 7 by 12. That means what? That means our roots are, while putting the value here, I'll get directly roots. What are the roots? It's 1 minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. See, it is that simple. That means you have to take just the sum, the product, and make the sum half and use this equation. You are directly going to get the roots. Coming on the next question. Let's solve the next question. What is the next question? The next question is the same, that we are going to solve 6x square plus 8x minus 30. What is the common here? We will take the common, that is 2 here. What will be the question now? The question would be 3x square plus 2 4s are 8, 4x minus 15 equals 0. That means now we have got the sum is 4 minus 4 by 3, and the product is, what will be the product? It would be minus 15 by 3. That is what? That is 5. That would be minus 5. Now what I'll do? I'll take it half. What would be the half of it? Minus 4 by 6 plus x into minus 4 by 6 minus x, and what is the product of it? It's minus 5. Solving it, I am going to get now 4 by 9, because it would be 2, it would be 3, 2 to the 4 and 3 is 9. 4 by 9 minus x square equals minus 5. That means the x square's value is what? X square's value is 49 by 9. That means x is what? X is plus minus 7 by 3. Now putting this value, I'll get the roots as 5 by 3 and minus 3. See, you can solve these questions within seconds. Within seconds you can solve any of the question. Try to solve the next question. Now while solving the next question, you will see that what is the common here? Here the common is 2. So while taking the common as 2, you can see 2 into 9x square minus 12x plus 20 equals 0. That means the sum is 12 by 9. That means 3 4 12. That means sum is 4 by 3. The product is 20 by 9. Now while solving the roots, what I'll do, I'll take the half of the sum, that is, it is going to be 2 by 3 minus x into 2 by 3 plus x equals 20 by 9. Now, while solving it, I'll get 4 by 9 minus x square equals 20 by 9. That means x square is what? That means x square is minus 16 by 9. Now this is the tension. You'll see that this time the x square's value has come negative. That means this is the complex number, that is the imaginary number. And when it comes about the imaginary, you will see that it has become quite difficult. No, it is not difficult, because we very well know that when we'll solve this value, we are going to get the x value as what? We'll get the x value as plus minus 4 by 3 iota. Yeah, you are right. This denotes the imaginary number. So what's the tension here? Just put the value. So while putting the value, I'll get what? I'll put this value in this equation and get to know that my roots are going to be 2 by 3 plus minus 4 by 3 iota. That's it. So it was that simple. Clear? So never take any of the tension. Whatsoever question it is, you have to just take what? First of all, find the sum using, already told you, this is the B, this is the A, this is the C. So just find out sum, then find out the product, take half of the sum and use this equation. That is, sum divided by 2 minus x into sum divided by 2 plus x equals the product that you have already solved. When you will try to solve it, you will get the value of x, and from the value of x, you can directly find the roots of that number. So it is very simple. You can solve any of the quadratic equation using this concept, because taking out the factors and then checking the value, it takes a lot of time, and this steps is going to give you the answer within few seconds. And this saving of the time is going to help you out in the exam, and you can surely crack the exam. I'll tell you that you can solve any of the question within few seconds, and I want your comments so that I can understand you have clearly understood all the concepts. And for any of the doubt, I'll be waiting for you in the comment section. So please put your doubts in the comment section, and like the video, subscribe the channel and share it as much as possible, because this video is free of cost for you and it will surely give you the selection in the exam. Thanking you. Thanks a lot.